Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, thank you for joining the Jasmine Show. It's your girl Jazz coming to you live and direct with another video. So as you can see in the title, this video is going to be about self-reflection. So basically, I think I'm just gonna answer 25 questions from this reflection cards that I bought off Amazon. I don't know if you'll see it, but they're is the camera on focus? Yeah. They're called Holsty reflection cards, and I got them on Amazon. I don't remember the price, but they were pretty cheap. And I saw another girl on YouTube do this, and I just thought, oh, that would be like, you know, a good video where you don't have to come up like with your own questions or ask like other people for the questions. I don't know, something about those two things kind of is just a little bit of stressful, because if you don't get enough content, then it's like if you don't get enough questions, then you don't have enough content. And then I mean, looking it up is just kind of like, I don't think it's like real authentic. Like with this, I feel like I don't know what questions are in here. I don't know what questions are going to give me. So I like the element of surprise a little bit. So without further ado, we're just going to get this video popping and rolling. But before we do, make sure you like, comment if you want, and subscribe, and also hit that notification bell so you don't miss any videos and you can stay informed about whenever my videos post. All right, let's get it going. So I'm just gonna open these up. Ooh, if I don't break a nail. There's a pretty good bunch in here, but like I said, I think I'm gonna do 25 just for I should do this before, just before like for camera purposes. Like, I don't want to take it too long. So we got our first one. Okay, this one says, what is one thing you do that sets you up for a great day? So one thing I do, which I try to do every morning, is light a candle. It doesn't matter what candle, but I love candles. Candles are like my favorite. And so I just feel like that it creates such a calming atmosphere that, you know, when your house smells good and you feel good, and then, like, you know what I mean? And then I have this book that, it's not really a Bible, but it kind of is. It's just a prayer book. It's called Prayer Book for Girls. So it has certain chapters, like table of contents that you can go over if like you are concerned about something, if you want to pray about your relationship with God, if you're worried about something, your relationships with people, stuff like that, the whole nine. I don't remember where I got it from. I've had it for some years. Like, I had it as a kid. So, yeah, but I try to do that every morning before my feet touch the ground, is to pray and then light a candle. So, yeah. That's question one out of the way. We're going to move on to number two. What does your perfect day look like? So, my perfect day, I would have to say, this is gonna sound so boring, but me being home, not doing schoolwork, oh my god, reading a book. I love to read. I just don't like being told to like read certain things. Like, if I don't care about it, I'm gonna struggle with it and I'm not gonna enjoy it because like you told me to. But in college you have no choice, so you just have no choice. But that really would be my perfect day. Home, no schoolwork, reading a good book that I like, being with my dog, not worried about anything. DoorDash maybe. I'm just kidding, but no. I mean, DoorDash happens anyway. So, yeah. Question number two. That's my perfect day. Alright, we're going to go to number three. What are your best habits? That's a really good question. Everything. I'm just playing. No, I feel like my best habits would have to be that I am real genuine. Everything I do is genuine. I never come out of a place of spite. Everything is authentic with me. Whatever I give to you, I expect that back. But the real world is that's not going to happen all the time. But I just know over the years that I've actually grown to realize that don't let that change who you are as a person. Because whatever happened with that other person that made you feel like, you shouldn't be nice anymore, you shouldn't be genuine, don't let that affect you. Because at some point in their life, they needed your light. And that's fine. You can do that. But don't sit there and reflect and be like, I shouldn't have been genuine. I shouldn't have been nice. No, you stay who you are. Because ultimately one day, if not a person or somebody or many people will cherish you for that. So I feel like that's one of my best habits, that I'm real genuine. My other one is that I feel like I'm funny. Like, and I don't say that to just be like, oh, I'm so funny. But I love when people say that I'm funny, because I genuinely don't try. Like, it's not like I'm Kevin Hart out here trying to be a comedian. It's really genuine. Like, I use that word a lot, but that's really me. Genuine and authentic. Like, I try to be myself more than anybody else. Like, I wouldn't want to be anybody else. I love me. So, yeah, I feel like I'm funny. I'm smart. Like, I feel like, and there's nothing, I feel like as many times as I sit there, y'all are going to hear I feel like, and like a lot, by the way. But there are so many times where, like in school, I'll feel like that I can't do something, or something's really hard, or even in life, and then I shock myself. And it's because it's that little mental thing in your head that sits there and tries to make you downplay yourself. But sometimes you really got to look at yourself and be like, you are the SHIT, okay? Like, you can do anything. And so that's what I have to sit there and tell myself sometimes when I self-doubt. I made it through so much stuff that I thought I couldn't make it through. This is one more hurdle. You know what I mean? So I would say those are some of my best habits that I try to share with the world, So, that's question 3. Question 4. Do you make decisions more with your head or heart? Okay, cards. Are we trying to expose? I mean, that's a really good question. I feel like over the past year or couple months that I have evolved in a way of I really did used to think more with my heart, and I was always the one who had the head and the heart battle. Like, my head's telling me one thing, my heart's telling me other thing, but most of the time I would be doing myself an injustice. Because my head knew what I needed to do, and my heart just couldn't agree with it. So it would just sit there and kind of make me stay in a way. Like, try to fool my brain that my brain doesn't know what I'm talking about. But at the same time, my brain is like my gut a little bit. Like, my brain, I feel like, has common sense. Like, stop. You're not supposed to do this, or you're not going to be happy with this, or you're not going to blase, whatever. But my heart, it feels so strongly for people or certain things that it's hard for me to let go of certain things or certain people that if we have history or we care about each other, whatever, it's hard. So I feel like over the couple months, and especially like past year, I feel like I've evolved from, you have to get out of that headspace of, but we have history and I see potential. You can see potential, but sometimes that is what's hurting you. That you're not seeing the full scope. You're just looking at potential. And when you should be looking at the full scope of, am I happy? Can I settle for just potential? No. So if some people, that's for them. For me, that's not. And it's not really just talking about relationships, really, per se. It's talking about friendships, whatever. If I'm not happy, I don't need to sit here and say, you know what, we have history, like, we'll get over it. Like, you know what I mean? No. Sometimes that can work, that y'all get over it. But I don't need to think like that all the time of, like, I can't leave them because I'm loyal. No, you can. For yourself, you have to choose yourself every time. Because when you're in that casket, you by yourself. You came in this world by yourself. So, just remember that. So, yeah, that was what? Question 4? Yeah. That got kind of deep. So, we're going to move to 5. And it says, who was your first true friend and what brought you together? I feel like I have a couple, maybe. I feel like my first true friend would have had to been, honestly, when I went to camp. My Camp Kudzu. That's a diabetes camp in Cleveland, Georgia that I go to. And I'm obviously, as y'all know, type 1 diabetic. So obviously I went. And I really met some of my family there. Like, there's so many people that I consider my family that I basically either grew up with them or they watched me grow up and become a better diabetic. And then the fact is that we have the same disease and that we can help each other and be there for each other, you know, and you don't feel by yourself. And I can honestly say that that was like my first true friends turned into family. And basically, to answer the question, diabetes brought us together. I mean, ultimately, that's what we're there for. But I wouldn't trade any of them for the world. We may not talk as much anymore, but I still have ultimate love for them. Ultimate love, ultimate love. So, yeah. I don't know what happened. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that was question 5. 6. Describe a time you thought your parents were 100% wrong, but eventually learned they were kind of right. I guess that's kind of easy. Growing up, my mom used to always, like, if they met my friends or something, they would be like, you know, I don't like her. She's not good for you. She's blase blase, or he's blase blase, whatever, whatever. And I would be like, why are you being so mean? Like, why are you, like, you don't know them? But ultimately, she turned out to be right. And so did my father. Like, and I mean, I hate to admit it, but it's the truth. But what I have learned is that parents most likely will catch fake friends. But it's really the kids that will catch fake family members. And I can attest to that. That y'all, like, it's a different type of, like, looking out for each other. Now, ultimately, parents or whatever won't listen to the kids. Unless it's something, I guess, really up there. But I feel like, you know, parents may have the fake friend thing, but they also have to acknowledge that most kids can spot a fake family member. And it's normal for them not to catch it because they grew up with them. Like, you know, same household or whatever. Like, they know each other. Like, you know what I mean? But if you're a kid and you're not really around them as much, you're going to see most likely a different side to them that your parents won't see. And that's not really a bad thing. It's just the truth. So, yeah. So, number 7 is, what is one meal your parents or grandparents made that you wish you know how to make? There's a lot. I wish that I could make pineapple cake like my grandmother. Ugh. I haven't got, let me tell y'all, ever since my 18th birthday, I've never bought birthday cake because she bakes me that pineapple cake all the time. Even when it's not my birthday. But still, I've never bought a cake since my 18th because that's my cake right there. And my grandma's a great baker. Makes a lot of stuff from scratch, icing, all of that. Great baker. From my parents, I guess I would have to say my mom's yams are so good. Like, her homemade mac and cheese is the bomb too. Like, I can cook, but I feel like those type of things I would have to either like get taught or like read in a cookbook. But the basic stuff, like you got spaghetti, Alfredo, lasagna, chicken, like vegetables, like fried vegetables, rice, all of that, like I can make. Not really much of a baker. The most I could bake is cookies and brownies. I've never tried cupcakes. I don't know, maybe that might be on the list, but yeah, definitely pineapple cake from my grandma and yams and mac and cheese from my mother. Yes. All right, number 8. Who have you lost touch with but still wonder about? That's a good question. Lost touch with but still wonder about. Honestly, some of like, okay, when I was growing up in North Carolina, I had some really good friends. And when I moved, I mean, we were young, so we didn't really have phones back then, you know what I mean, to keep in touch. I always think about them, like, you know, what are they doing in life? If they're okay. You know what I mean? So, I guess I could say that, yeah. That answers that. So, this is number 9. Alright, number 9. Would you describe yourself as an extrovert or an introvert, and why? I'm definitely an extrovert. Mostly. I'm a social butterfly. I am not scared to go up to anybody. I'm not scared to start conversation. My mom always says I don't meet strangers. Like, random people just sometimes like talk to me in the store, or like if I'm sitting down somewhere waiting for something, like, I don't know, and I don't mind it. But I am a little bit of an introvert in a way. I don't go out as much. Like, parties are not really my scene. I'll go, but I'm the type that kind of like want to show my face, have a little fun, and then like skedaddle. And I like to be in my house reading my books. So I guess a little bit of introvert, but when I go out, I'm not shy. So blowing up over here at all. So yeah. 10. All right. Do you have any rituals or home remedies for feeling better when you get sick? What is it? My dog is bothering me. No, not really. I feel like what I just started doing now is I bought a humidifier that helps so much. I bought it last year because I got COVID last year, and oh my gosh, like, best purchase ever. It helps so much, like, without me being like snotty and like, you know, clogged up, and it helped my throat. I do Vicks Vapor Rub, I guess you could say, like a home remedy. Like, put it on your feet and put socks on, or on your chest. Or I bought the capsules that go in the shower. Vicks Vapor Rub works like wonders when you're clogged or whatever. Same basic thing, like, you know, orange juice kind of help to get the vitamin C in there. Not when your throat is sore though. You don't want anything like that because that's citrus. But yeah, basically kind of like, I guess, the basic stuff. I don't really have anything special. So yes. Right. 11. Ooh, this is a long one. If you live to the age of 90, would you rather retain the mind or body of a 30-year-old for the last 60 years of your life? Would I rather retain the mind or body of a 30-year-old for the last 60 years of my life? I'm gonna say yes. I mean, I'm 20 and I'm mature, I would say. I keep checking on my dog. So I feel like by 30, I mean, why would I not be mature? And I mean, if my thought process is great at 30, like, that's not taking away the life lessons I've learned at 90, like, while I'm 90. But, I mean, I could still have the brain and the body of a 30-year-old. So, I'm going to have to say, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Number 12. Are all emotions beautiful? No. Not all emotions are beautiful. I feel like there are certain ones that just are really, that can really make a person, that person, oh, that was country. That person can be beautiful, handsome, whatever, but they have this certain emotion or attribute about them that makes them so ugly. And I feel like that's what, I guess, where I'm coming from, that not all emotions are beautiful. So I might have to say no to that. So yeah. All right. 13. What is the kindest thing a stranger has ever done for you? Kindest thing a stranger has ever done for me. Probably, I want to say, like, while I was in the store, I know, like, a woman, like, wanted to pay for my things. I thought that was really sweet of her. She even had like 3 kids with her. I don't know what made her want to do it, but I was like, you know, just a comment of like, no, I got it, it's okay. And she was like, please, like, you know, let me do it. So, I mean, I let her. I thanked her a lot. I remember when I worked at Dollar Tree that this lady, it was like pouring rain. And I was about to leave my shift, and she was like, I have another umbrella, like, let me run to the car and get it for you. And I was like, no, like, you know, you probably will never see me again, like, I don't want to keep it. And she's like, don't worry about it, like, you don't need to get rained on, like, you had a long shift or whatever. And I thought it was really sweet. Another time at Dollar Tree was, I was literally just doing the basic greeting. Hi, how are you? Did you find everything okay? Da 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 da. And the lady at the end gave me a 20 and said, you just made my day. You're so sweet. I was so upset and nobody has asked how I am. And you did. So I thought that was really kind of her. So yeah, those are like 3. Did I hold up 3? Yeah, 3. What is that? Y'all, he's playing with his ball. 14. Question 14. How difficult is it for you to forgive someone who refuses to apologize? Honestly, old me, it would have been like, you know, hard as ever. But this new me, I feel like since I've evolved and I've tried to be a better person, it's not hard at all. Because when you get in the mindset of forgiveness is not for that person, it's for yourself. And if you carry around that hate and that anger, it's going to eat you up inside. So, and you get in the mindset too, forgiveness does not mean reconnection. I could forgive you all day, but you got to stay over there now because I see how you move. So, it's not difficult at all for me. I mean, you just have to accept that sometimes that people are stubborn and they will never see the error of their ways, and that's fine as long as you see it and you handle it like the way you want to handle it. So it's not hard for me at all now. Not at all. 15. Okay. Question 15. What is one thing that doesn't cost anything, occurs naturally, and always makes you smile? Honestly, when I see people like being happy, I love to see other people happy. Like, I feel like, or when they're just kind, like, I don't know what that was, or when they're just kind to people, You know, like, it doesn't hurt to be nice. It doesn't hurt to be genuine. It doesn't hurt to make people laugh. So, I would say I loved it. Like, that's one thing I feel like it's a one thing and I'm listening to. Hard-headed. But, yeah. So, we're on to 16. Question 16. What is something you wanted for a long time, but once you acquired it, it didn't quite meet your expectation? To be an adult. It is not easy growing up. It is not. I cannot believe I said I wanted to grow up. It's not as fun as people made it out to be. It's not. So, yeah, I guess growing up. I would say that, growing up. Right. So, 17. Question 17. What types of things have you collected in the past? Type of things. I guess you could say candles. I'm a big candle collector. I mean, I just love them. Other than that, I don't think anything else but candles. So, yeah, candles is the answer. Question 18. If you could spend a day as any animal, which would you choose? Oh, that's easy. A panther. And honestly, I looked up like my zodiac's spirit animals, I guess, and it's scorpion, panthers, and a skunk, which is weird. But yeah, so I don't know. I loved it would either be a panther or elephant. Like, I love elephants and lions and all of that. Like, they're so amazing creatures to me. So yeah, but mainly a panther though. I'm gonna be an apex predator. Oh my god. But yeah, so that's the answer. I don't know what 19. Which feels worse, failing or not trying? I would have to say not trying. Failure comes with life. And if you ask the old me this, like the old Jasmine, like 3 years ago or even a year ago, I would probably have said like both, I guess. I don't know. But now I feel like with my mindset, honestly, I feel like it's better to try and fail than to not try at all and then you regret it. And I just try to live my life with no regrets or no what ifs. So definitely, I feel like not trying is worse. Even though failing does feel bad, you have to get in that mindset that it's a part of life. And, you know, it's nothing but to get back up and do it again. So, yeah, you never know till you try. So, I think this is 20. Question 20. When you think about adventures in your childhood, what memory comes to mind? Probably the time where my mom's dog ran like out of the house, like when I opened the door, and I literally went after him. Didn't know where I was going. We were in our neighborhood, but like I probably was like 10 maybe, so I mean I wouldn't know the street names and stuff like that, like how to get back home. So I chased him all over the neighborhood, ended up getting lost. Then my neighbor found me on his golf cart, helped me, and then I got in like a heap of trouble with my mom. But I mean, I guess it makes sense because I mean I ran out of the house, she didn't know where I was. So I guess that's like probably, I would say, an adventure as a kid. Yeah. So 21. Describe the worst place you've ever tried to sleep. Worst place? I don't know. Worst place? I guess I would say the floor. I mean, I've never really had a bad place. No, I've never really had a bad place to sleep. I would say the floor, I guess. Like, yeah. That's kind of basic, but yeah. All right, 22. What movies have you watched more than 3 times? Okay, so Mamma Mia, the first one, not the second one, is my ultimate comfort movie. Like, when I'm sad, I love to watch it. I know all the words. Like, it's, if you don't know what Mamma Mia is, it's like a musical slash movie, I guess. I don't know how to describe it. But yes, Mamma Mia. I feel like comedy wise, if I want to laugh, would definitely have to be like Paul Blart. My brother and my dad and I like watch that all the time, like growing up, and it's just so funny. Like, I will always laugh at that. Like the Paul Blart Mall Cop movie. I guess, because I guess I'll just go by genres, I guess. Horror movie wise, probably like a lot of Michael Myers. Not really a lot of Jason Voorhees, not really a lot of Freddy Krueger. I don't know, Michael Myers is just it for me, I guess. So yeah, and then what's the other genres? Kid movie wise, I would have to say Ratatouille. I love Ratatouille. It's a sweet like message, I feel like. There's another one, but I can't, like, I don't know. Oh, Tom and Jerry. I loved Tom and Jerry, like, movies slash shows. 23. If you could have front row seats to any concert ever, what would you choose? Chris Brown, hands down. Chris Brown, hands down. I have yet to go to a concert of his. I've been to Beyonce and Jay-Z, Mary J. Blige, One Direction, Usher, and that's it, I think. Yep. But I have yet to go to a Chris Brown one, so I want to be front and center. Yes, indeedy. Okay. 24. If you could be a world-class talent on any instrument, which would it be? Piano. I remember as a kid I wanted to play. My mom bought me one, and it did not stick with me. But it sounds so beautiful. I love piano players. Like, they're so graceful. So, yeah, piano. I would want to know how to play piano. Last one, 25. What's one book you recommend and why? So, a book I would recommend is, I bought this book from Barnes & Noble probably about like a couple months ago, called Everything We Didn't Say. It's kind of like a murder mystery slash, I guess I would say, like, romance book. I'm not too far in it yet, but so far it's pretty good, and I've been hearing a lot of reviews that, like, basically it's really like one of a good murder mystery books to read, and I like murder mysteries. So I've never had a murder mystery like slash romance in there, so should be interesting. And yeah, that was the last card. That is the end of the video. This got what? So that's the end of the video, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it wasn't too long. Some of those questions like weren't really like challenging. I did like them. They're really, you know, they make you think. They really do. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment if you want, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you get and stay informed for all future videos. And I'll just see you guys next time.